After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Giants at 5-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to... Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now with a 3-0 lead. Well,
Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. Connected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
He hit his first, now this from 43. Gano's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing on first down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They begin with a run by Barkley. Takes it to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long, Jones. And that almost almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Rudolph.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Barkley inside handoff.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Galladay on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
To throw is Jones.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
And you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jones.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Check down to Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries?